We are live back here at the Baby Summit 2016 on the Gold Coast, and I'm here with the wonderful Libby from Memento Pro.
Hi, DJ.
Did I get it right?
You did get it right.
I got it right. Now we've got some beautiful stuff here, and I just want to start off by saying my little backstory with Memento is many moons ago. I would say probably
3, 4?
No, more like 8 or so.
Wow,
When did
okay.
Memento Pro start?
2004. We were the first photo book company in Australia.
Well, it wasn't that early, but not long after that, I was at a PMA, I'm guessing in Sydney, and this young, skinny fella ran up to me and said, "Oh, I entered this
I'm
competition."
going to say this young, skinny girl.
Well, I think it was David Watson.
Yes, David Watson.
So, and I entered a competition, and I won the competition for Memento Pro. And this is back when I had a studio, a photography studio, and I won a couple of $1,000s worth
We're
of products.
very generous people.
And I was loving, and so I've got a very soft spot in my heart for Memento Pro and this lovely lady here. That's
And
what I'm saying.
likewise.
Now, you have brought something very special, an unveiling of something here.
Yes, it's very exciting. Officially last Friday, we launched our new flush mount albums.
Okay.
And they are archival in every way. Archival ink, archival paper, archival spray, Hahnemühle spray. And they're printed, they're inkjet prints on cotton rag.
Wow.
And just to give a little bit of clarification on the inkjet printing, we are quite chuffed that we won this year the highest accolade in Australia for inkjet printing and the highest accolade in the US.
Wow.
So we can promise you world-class
Wow,
printing.
world class. Now, before we even open it, this is gorgeous photography here.
Yes, it
What are we-
is
what are we
gorgeous
talking-
photography. This is by the lovely Natalie Howe. And
Who did you just say?
Natalie Howe.
Who's that walking over there?
Oh my God. Natalie, come on.
Okay, this is totally unstaged, everybody.
This-
Totally authentic, totally real here.
No, this is the first time she's seen it.
What is this?
So this
Come
is
on.
your
Oh my God,
beautiful...
this is the book.
Come in and snuggle here. No, you're right. You snuggle right in here. That's it.
Okay.
Lovely.
So this is, you won't have seen this.
I haven't seen
We've got
it.
20 new materials. This
Okay.
is the nude silk with a prestige mount. And Natalie kindly gave us approval to use her imagery for this beautiful book.
Fantastic.
You can do printed end pages with us, which is exclusive to Memento. And yeah, just have a touch. So cotton rag.
It is gorgeous, everyone.
Oh, look at little Archie.
Now, since we have the photography here, tell us about the work as well.
Oh, this is Archie, and I can't even remember how old he was, but he was it's a little while ago now, but he was probably about 9 days, and he was a
Really?
dolly. He slept the entire shoot, and he didn't wee
Wow,
or
look at
poo
that.
on anything. He was just a perfect little model. So yeah.
He looks pretty angelic.
Yeah.
Now,
And
for everyone watching at home, I know there's going to be some comments. We've already had some comments. We're using the front-facing camera on this iPhone. This actually is done correctly. Memento Pro hasn't made a mistake. I know you watching it at home are saying, they've printed it backwards. We haven't, everybody. It's all the right way, okay?
No.
So don't worry.
Realistically, that's the best side of my face.
Okay.
So-
Can I show you something
Yeah,
special while we're
please.
opening it? We like
Please.
to call this, we'll just pop it down. We like to call this the pages, the kissing of the pages. I don't know if you can see here, but it's beautifully flat across here. And the whole trick with these flush mount albums, because this took 2 years to research
Wow.
and develop, but they have to move seamlessly around on the hinge.
I'm going to
there.
give everybody a close-up view. Tell me if I'm doing it right here.
Yes, and see the pages are kissing in the spine there, and it's
Turn one of the pages for me, Libby. Can you reach
Yeah.
over and do that? Let's show everybody in action.
So the whole trick with this is that you have to have your spine and these pages, working beautifully together so that it doesn't put extra pressure on the end pages.
Fantastic.
So that's 2 years of research, but we decided that we wanted to create something that was archival. I'm just going to go off on a wee tangent here.
Tangent away,
Because
Libby.
I can't sell, but I like to educate and inspire people. I find it fascinating when customers say, I can't sell an album, but an album sells itself if you... I don't know about you, but I hardly have time to scratch myself and look after my photos and images. Your clients are not going to know how to maintain their digital files. So really, print is the only proven format for photography, you know, to last and to be
Yeah.
seen in 20 years' time.
Exactly. Amen.
And you know what I do with my family photos every year.
Yes, Natalie, she's through and through. She prints her own family photos.
One
with
of the
us
few
too.
photographers who are actually printing your own photos.
One of the
Family album every year for, I don't know, since maybe 2007.
Wow.
With Memento.
and a few
Fantastic.
holidays.
Yeah.
But that's. I'd like to make a request for women who are photographers and mothers.
Listen up, everybody.
You do, because I ask people. Some photographers on Mother's Day, I said, or prior to Mother's Day, I said, can you send me your favourite photo of you with your children or a favourite photo that you've shot of a mother and child moment? Well, I sent a few people into a conniption because they said, I shoot people for a living, I photograph people for a living, but I don't have photos of my children and myself. And I know a lot of mums say, oh, you know, I'll wait till I'm
too
looking
fat.
better or I'm too fat. But you know what? It's not for you.
It's for the kids.
It's for your children.
Your children do not care how old you are, how, you know, if you're carrying a little bit of extra weight, they want a photo of their mum.
Yeah.
So
And not
that's
just
it.
one a decade.
No, exactly.
So that's my tip, all you mummy photographers and
Yeah.
professional photographers who are women, just get out there and get a photo with your kids.
And I'll jump in there on your bandwagon there and say, even just get them off your iPhone and put them into something. Put them into something. I know you're taking all the shots of the kids on the iPhone.
Yep.
Get them out.
So if you say it's hard to sell an album, I think the album sells itself, and if your whole objective as a business is to provide a product for your photographer, for your clients that they can have and enjoy in 10, 20, 30 years' time, that the only product you can give them is printed.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. You've hit a note here. We've got people commenting that they're trying to do the same thing live on Facebook here. They're trying to do Mother's Day photos and everything like that. We can see the messages popping up.
Good.
So please,
Great.
if you do have any questions or comments about the album, about the work with Memento, you know what I'm going to do, Natalie? I'm going to let you take that beautiful album and you can sit down and have a look
And
at
enjoy it.
And we're going to have a look at some more products over here.
Thanks.
All right, so if you've got more questions, as I was saying, if you've got more questions and comments, please jump into the comments here on this video, type away, and you will be able to get in touch with the lovely Libby. Libby will jumping in there as well and answering all the questions that you have for all the products from Memento Pro. Let's have a look at these.
All right, so I have one more flush mount album here, and the difference between this one and that was our 12-inch
Yes.
square flush mount album. This one is an 8-inch. We also have a 10-inch, but the difference you'll see,
Yes.
I don't know if we made
No.
it clear enough, that is 1.1 mil thick.
Yes.
This is 0.6 mil thick, and that is a rather large album. That is actually
As in thickness-wise.
thickness. That is the maximum you can do. So that is 100 pages and 50 spreads.
Wow.
And that's unique to Memento Pro.
Wow, that is, and it is a hefty thing. But as you were saying, Libby, the pages themselves are not, they're thick, but not.
They're a bit flexible if you want to.
Yes. Yeah.
So, you know, there's a slight difference in price point for those, but not a huge difference. I'd like to point out this beautiful book is created by a woman called Rowena Meadows of A Day in Your Life Project.
Beautiful.
If you have a chance, go and see her Facebook page. It's stunning. She calls herself a photojournalist in the home.
Wow.
And I find this approach particularly interesting because it almost feels more like you're an observer, obviously documentary style, but there's a more emotional weight to these. It seems, I don't know.
Oh, it's I'm showing everybody the work closer because this work is gorgeous.
We don't see a lot of books like that,
No,
but she's
no.
just spent the day with them. So that's the 8-inch square, and when you've closed it, can you just show them the beautiful new Alchemy copper cover that we have there?
Well, we've just got a question. We have, I think it's Joey. I think is I hope I'm pronouncing that right,
Joy
Joey.
Upton?
Joy, is it Joy or Joey? Joey.
Joy, it looks French.
yeah, we're
Joie?
She just asked, "What is the cover leather?"
No, actually, the cover is a linen. It's got a metallic weave in it, and it's part of our new Alchemy range. And we do have leather though. We've got genuine leather, distressed leather for tan and brown, and a black and white. But we also have some new materials in our deluxe range.
Okay.
And a few years ago, we kind of thought faux leather was a dirty word.
Yes.
But it is really quite amazing what they've done with faux leathers now, and they have a beautiful, like, natural feel and that a consistency that's really actually nice to bind with.
And I've heard it. Am I right in saying that the politically correct term for that now is vegan leather?
Vegan leather. Did you know, while we're talking about politically correct leathers then, did you know you can get mushroom leather?
No.
We don't offer it. And you can also get kombucha. The top, you know, the film off the top of kombucha?
Yeah.
You can get that turned into leather.
Wow, okay. Do you want me to, I'm going to get up and do a bit more of a cover. Since we've got
Yep.
questions about the cover,
The leathers.
fantastic.
You can show Joy. Sorry, Joy, that's how I'm pronouncing it.
All right, we're sticking with that. All right, these are some of the leathers.
Yes, so our whole approach with our range is that we've got a combination of classic and contemporary looks. So, and also materials, papers that can suit any budget. So you could make a book with us for $50. You could make the same book for $5,000. It just depends on what size, papers, materials that you choose.
Now these are some more different options. These aren't leather. These are some of the new ones.
Yes, some beautiful linens in there, some of the metallic weave, some of the good old classic buckram. But my suggestion is that looks a little overwhelming, but we have to obviously provide
Yeah,
styles.
as in the two big bundles of covers. Yes.
That's 46 materials. Oh, here's a beautiful one. That's a new one. That's called Sky. That's silk.
Oh wow, this is I don't know.
Japanese silk.
I don't know if that's going to pick it up. Oh, it's picking up a little bit. That is gorgeous.
So we got that especially for the newborn market, but
Yes.
it will work on wedding albums and lots of different styles. But my tip is you can buy a swatch box with us for $35. I suggest you buy that for yourself so you can see all the materials and the paper samples, of which we've got 14.
Yep.
Ooh.
There goes.
But the trick is, I think, selecting the ones that you like the most, then we have 5 studio displays, so you can get 40% off 5 studio displays a year. I suggest you just make them up in different sizes, different paper stocks to show your range, and then keep those in the back room and just show your customers what you want to sell them.
Yes.
Otherwise, they might be overwhelmed. And you also look like a creative director. You can create a good look with your
You've picked
brand.
your favourites and you've already decided on those. That's fantastic.
And this is another thing we suggest, just creating your own custom embossed stamp. It costs $120 off, first off, to buy the stamp, and then you can apply it to the back of your book or your boxes. It's just really simple, word of mouth,
Being able to hand it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
easy. Now, we're running out of time. Let me ask one more question, putting you on the spot. I don't know the answer to this one. I should have asked you beforehand. Atlanta.
Are we going?
Yes.
Ooh, sadly, no.
Okay.
Because we're Australian based, we do everything in Chippendale. We'd love to send things abroad, but Australia Post makes that a little prohibitive. So
Okay.
we service Australia and New Zealand.
All right. So don't want to break anyone's heart over there in America, but for those in Atlanta or those in the USA who are thinking about going to the Atlanta Baby Summit, this is your first experience of the Baby Summit?
First experience, we would love to have been here last year. We heard great things, but we weren't prepared in time. So we contacted these guys and it has been great. And the beautiful thing is you get to touch and feel.
Yeah. And it's been great for you meeting everybody. You've done a lot of different expos. You've done a lot of different trade shows. Has there been can you tell a difference to the Baby Summit one?
Oh, yes. I think, well, look, we've had great experiences at all of them, but what I think is particularly nice about the Baby Summit is you can feel that it's very welcoming and friendly, and you feel like the people who are speaking have been exactly on the path that you might be going through now. There seems to be an openness about sharing information. I think Australian photographers all over Australia are good at that, but it seems particularly good here.
Excellent. Well, like I said, if you've got any questions, if you've got any comments, any thoughts like that, please drop them down below this video. The lovely Libby here will be checking on that and being able to get in touch with you or anything like that. But if people do have more questions about Memento Pro, where do they go?
They can go to our mementopro.com.au or .co.nz or our Instagram feed. I'm a bit of a journalist in a past life, so I like to educate people and show them ideas of how they can sell themselves and their business.
So how do we find you on Instagram?
At Memento Pro.
Okay.
And on Facebook, Memento Pro as well.
Okay, easy. That makes it simple. Just look for Memento Pro everywhere. All right, I'll be back again very shortly with some more live videos for some more vendors here off the floor from the Baby Summit, live in 2016. Libby, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, DJ.
Oh, shucks. Now, I actually have to go forward and press stop on the video. So wave goodbye, Libby. Wave goodbye.
Bye.